We're going to start at 2:05, so we can do this voting session first. So that's in 1 more minute. Okay. Okay. You ready? Good afternoon. Welcome, everyone. I am Sharon Green Middleton, Vice President of the City Council, representative of the 6th Council District, and Chairperson of the Economic and Community Development Committee. This afternoon, we will meet on the following bills. Bill number 022-0214, 22-0289, and 22-0300. In attendance, we have members of the committee: John Bullock of the 9th District,
Thank you, Madam Chair.
Mark Conway of the 4th District,
Thank you, Madam Chair.
Ryan Dorsey of the 3rd District,
Thank you, Madam Chair.
and representatives from the Office of the President. We have Nikki Thompson, Director of Legislative Affairs.
Thank you, Madam Chair.
You're welcome, which is online. And also representative of the Mayor's Office, we have Sophia G., Legislative Liaison for the Office of the Mayor. And we will begin with Bill number 22-0214, Franchise Underground Snow Melt System. This meeting is for a voting session for the purpose of granting a franchise to the Johns Hopkins Hospital to construct, use, and maintain an underground snow melt system, subject to certain terms, conditions, and reservations, and providing for a special effective date. This bill was introduced on April 4th, 2022. This bill was sponsored by the President for the administration. The public hearing was recessed on September 20th, 2022, and postponed on February 7th, 2023 due to IT technical problems. And we also have member of the committee with us, Council Member Robert Stokes of the 12th District. And I think this particular thing is in your area, is that correct?
Which one?
The
Yes.
snow melt.
Yes.
At this time, would you like to make some comments?
No, I know this kind of been delayed. The last time we had some technical problems, but I want to move this forward because it's been delayed for a while, and I think Hopkins need this to move so they can move on to some other things they do. So I'm asking the committee for their support. Thank you.
Thank you. And there is an amendment to consider for this bill. The law department has a technical amendment. Could you just come up quickly just to explain what that technical amendment is before we make a motion for the amendment? Thank you. Just say your name and just explain.
Ms. Sheltoth, on behalf of the Law Department, the amendment is required because the legal name of the hospital entity requires that the T in the be in uppercase. And in the bill in 2 places on page 1, it was not.
Okay. Thank you so much. Any questions from the committee on that technical amendment? Is there a motion to move?
Did you just say it got to be a capital T?
Yes?
Wow, thank you.
Is there a motion to move the amendment?
So move.
Second.
So moved by Stokes, second by Conway. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed, nay. Is there a motion to move the bill as amended?
So move.
Second.
So moved by Stokes, second by Conway. Chair Middleton, yes. Bullock?
Yes.
Yes. Conway?
Yes.
Is a yes. Dorsey?
Yes.
Is a yes. And Glover absent, Ramos absent, Stokes
Yes.
is a yes. This bill will move to second reader at the next council meeting.
Madam Chair, I think we might have to double read it because I think Hopkins got a deadline. So we'll take that up, but I think is that true, Jennifer? Yes. Okay, thank you.
We'll check with the president's office
Okay.
for that, and thank you for that reminder. Okay, the next bill, 22-0289, zoning, conditional use conversion of a single-family dwelling unit to 3 dwelling units in the R8 zoning district, which is 867 Holland Street, for the purpose of permitting, subject to certain conditions, the conversion of a single-family dwelling into 3 dwelling units in the R8 zoning district on the property known as 867 Holland Street, Block 0237, Lot 039, as outlined in red on the accompanying plat. This bill was introduced on October 24th, 2022. This bill was sponsored by Councilmember Bullock. Councilmember Bullock.
Yes, thank you, Madam Chair. The applicant actually has other property in the Holland's Roundhouse neighborhood and is part of an active member of the Community Association. The Community Association is in support of this application, and so hopefully we can get your support from this committee. So thank you so much.
Thank you. Okay, now we will hear from our agency representatives, the City Solicitor's Office. Hillary Ruley.
Yes, hi, Madam Chair, Hillary Ruley. On behalf of the Law Department, we approve the bill for form and legal sufficiency.
Thank you. And then we also have a favorable report from the Planning Commission and Martin French, yes. And go over those
Yep.
findings.
Thank you, Madam Chair.
Thank you.
Martin French for the Baltimore City Planning Department. At its regular meeting on November 17th of 2022, the Planning Commission considered City Council Bill 22-0289. The commission heard
You can pull that down a little.
The commission heard testimony and adopted this resolution with 8 members being present, all in favor, that the commission finds in accordance with subsections 5-406A and 5-406B of the Zoning Code of Baltimore City, that the proposed use provided in the bill would not be detrimental to or endanger public health, safety, or welfare, would not be precluded by any other law, including an applicable urban renewal plan, would not be contrary to the public interest, would be in harmony with the purpose and intent of the zoning code, and meets all criteria for approval specified in subsection 5-406B of the Zoning Code of Baltimore City, as described in a departmental staff report, which I believe you may also have available to you. The department and the Planning Commission are therefore recommending approval of this bill. and I'd be happy to answer any questions.
Thank you. Any questions from committee? Okay. The BMZA, is there any, Sophia?
Thank you, Madam Chair. BMZA defers to Planning Commission for the response. Thank you.
Thank you. Department of Transportation? Yes, please.
We have no objections.
Say who you are.
Yep. Sorry, Viobia Kilo, DOT, no objections.
Thank you. Housing? Yes, you go ahead, Sophia.
Thank you again, Madam Chair. This is Sophia from the Mayor's Office of Government Relations. DHCD stands by its support and it's favorable.
Thank you. And Stephanie Murdoch did send a note saying that she was not going to be here today. And BDC?
Thank you, Madam Chair. Luis Cardona, Senior Director of Neighborhood Development with BDC. We stand by our agency report as favorable.
Thank you. Parking Authority?
Thank you, Madam Chair. Christmas Age from the Parking Authority. We stand by our bill report, which is not opposed.
Thank you. And the Fire Department?
Also, thank you, Madam Chair. Fire stands by its support and they have no objection to the bill. Thanks.
Thank you. Do we have anybody? Okay. Okay, we're going to now take public testimony. We have no one that has signed in to testify in person on this bill. So we're now checking online attendees. Please raise your hand if you want to testify. For our people that are online, checking once, twice, and no hands are raised. So now we're going to check the telephone callers. Timothy Heath? Can you hear me, Timothy Heath, on your telephone? Okay, no response from the telephone caller. Any comments from committee at this time? Okay, the committee heard testimony and recommendations from the Planning Commission, which addressed legal standards and findings, and we have no amendments on this bill. Is there a motion to move the bill? So moved by Conway.
Second.
Second by Bullock. Chair Middleton, yes. Bullock?
Yes.
Is a yes. Conway?
Yes.
Is a yes. Dorsey?
Yes.
Is a yes. Glover absent. Ramos absent. Stokes? Yes. Is a yes. And this bill will move to second reader at the next council meeting. And now we're on bill number 22-0300, Waterfront Management District and Waterfront Management Authority renewal through April 23rd, 2027, for the purpose of renewing and continuing the Waterfront Management District and Waterfront Management Authority, providing for a special effective date and generally relating to the activities and authority of the Waterfront Management District and Waterfront Management Authority. This bill was introduced on November 21st, 2022. The sponsor of the bill was Councilmember Costello. And we will now hear from agency representatives on this bill. Elena from the Law Department.
Good afternoon, Madam Chair. Elena DePietro from the Law Department, and the Law Department approves this bill for form and legal sufficiency.
Thank you, Elena. Department of Planning, Martin French.
Department of Planning recommends approval of City Council Bill 22-300. Thank you.
Thank you. And we now also have a member of the committee, Council Member Glover of the 13th District has joined us. You're welcome. Department of Finance.
Mara James, the Department of Finance. We stand by our report. We do not oppose this bill.
Thank you. Department of Transportation.
Theobia Kilo, Department of Transportation. We support the passage of the bill.
Thank you. Housing and Community Development, Sophia.
Also, Madam Chair, DHCD also supports this bill.
Thank you. And BDC.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Luis Cardona with BDC. We stand by our agency report as favorable.
Thank you. And just as a reminder, after this, we send it, it does go to the Board of Estimates for approval. So are these, is this the sign up? And then we do have one person to testify in person, and Lori Swartz. Hi.
Hi, Madam Chair, council members. My name is Lori Schwartz, President of Waterfront Partnership and Executive Director of Waterfront Management Authority. I'm joined by two staff members, Amber Chavis, our Vice President of Finance and Admin, and Matt Kajav, our Director of Operations. I'm happy to talk about the organization, or if you prefer to keep the hearing brief, I can answer any questions you might have.
And I do want to let the committee know, we did get a number of support letters from the surrounding businesses and community, all in support of this initiative. Do you have any questions about the water, about this bill? Hearing none.
I have
Yes.
annual reports, if anyone would like them.
Got
Sorry.
a question?
More statement. I'm fortunate enough to serve on the board for the Waterfront Partnership, and it's an absolute pleasure working with this team. They're very thorough, very diligent, and I'm really excited about the vision that they're paving out for the Waterfront Management Authority. And so I even kind of use a lot of the insights from this team for our business improvement district on York Road. And so, you know, excited to provide my support, excited to continue to work with you. And yeah, just appreciate you. Thank you.
Thank you so much. We're proud to have you on our board.
Thank you. Thanks for letting us know you're a board member. Any other questions from the committee? Thank you, Lori.
Thank you.
Okay. So the committee heard testimony. We are checking now to see if there is any online. If, raise your hand online if you'd like to testify on this bill. And seeing no hands raised, checking for callers now. Telephone callers? No telephone callers? And we have no amendments to this bill. Is there a motion to move the bill?
So moved. Second.
By Conway, second by Glover. Chair Middleton, yes. Bullock?
Yes.
Yes. Conway?
Yes.
Yes. Dorsey? Yes. Glover?
Yes.
Yes. Ramos absent. Stokes is a yes. This bill will move to second reader at the next council meeting. Thank you. Okay, this hearing is adjourned. Thank you for attending.